Taurus. So, I feel the need to tell you that I saved the best for last. Yes, you are the last of my monthly readings. And yes, so that's what I said, and that's what I said. Alright, so Taurus, apparently I need to get into my disclaimer. I smoke, I curse, I speak of and reference God because that's who I believe in and I pray to. And there will be noise in the background of my videos, as you can hear. I live in a noisy area. So if any of those things don't work for you, please click the little X button on the top right corner and go find yourself a more suitable reader. For those of you who choose to stick around, thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome. Welcome and thank you for being here. So Taurus, I have some written messages for you guys, and I have them for everybody, but last reading I decided to do something a bit different and save them for the end, and then forgot to do them at all. So yeah, now I have to double back and make a short about it. But anyway, I'm gonna get yours out sooner than that. We're not gonna do that again. So Taurus, 1:12 a.m. 28th of the month, genuine real love. 1:11, it's on its way. Dreams, that is your distinct dream you had, it's on its way to you, already manifested in the 3D, on its way. Keep hearing that someone repeats themselves, actions or words or both. Unnecessary, something similar in Gemini. It's not pre-shuffles, but it's like pre-shuffles. Something in Gemini. You may be the same way. Good luck paving the way. You or someone else. This someone else is a penny pincher. Dance floor, wedding reception on Friday night. You are cordially invited, but you decline. Why bother? Fake is funk. Fake the funk. Get up and go. I notice distinct, distinguished, regal, cooked, gross. Munchies while smoking, newbie, lightweight. Iron lungs, bragging, God doesn't like. God doesn't like cursing, but he definitely doesn't like bragging. Early 90s. Age and early 90s. Hurry up quick, DJ quick. Funnel cakes. Instigates. 123. Ordered steps. Keeping it cute. Tag team. Tag in. Partner. Step in. Steps in order. Doing something right in order. 1:25 p.m. and I feel like I need to repeat this, Taurus. There's a distinct dream you had that's on its way to you. It's already manifested in the 5D and it's coming down to the 3D. In the 3D, it's on its way. Someone keeps repeating themselves. It could be me feeling the need to repeat this. You're cordially invited, but you decline. Why bother? Fake the funk. Why bother fake the funk? Just get up and go. I notice distinct, distinguished, regal, cooked, gross, munchies. So somebody made munchies and they're fucking nasty. Like you were smoking high and y'all had the munchies and you mixed up something and the food was disgusting. That person who gets the munchies like that easily is a lightweight. They're a newbie. God doesn't like curses, but he definitely doesn't like bragging. Something about your age in the early 90s. Hurry up quick. I just felt like hurry up run from children's story. Slick Rick. DJ Quick. Funnel cakes instigates. Funnel cakes instigates. So something about instigating at like a fair. Maybe you may be going to a street fair and you see some shit. 1, 2, 3. Ordered steps. Keeping it cute. The letter Q could be significant. Tag team. Tag in partner. So I heard that whoop, there it is. Tag team. Back again. And it's time for you to tag in your partner, as in wrestling. You know, when they tag each other in. You gotta keep your steps in order. You gotta do something. You're doing something right, but keep them in order. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5. Keep your steps in order. And that's that part of the message, Taurus. You hear? I told you there'd be noise in the background of my videos. At least I warned you, right? Alright, Taurus. I've already prayed. I pre-shuffled. I prayed when I pre-shuffled. And now, I'm going to shuffle a bit on camera so you don't feel away. And then we'll get right to your July monthly. July monthly. I'm singing to you now. Somebody might be serenading you. You're going on a date, Taurus? Ooh. You might be a woman going on a date and you have children who are like, ooh, mommy's going out. If that's the case, you clearly don't get out very often. Not as a single person, at least. Not for yourself. You might get out the house, just not, you know, in that aspect of things. If that's the case, you're like, I see you doing the whole prep, nails, toes, wax, blah, 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 blah. Something about worth it. There's that song. I feel like it's August Alsina, but I'm not sure, and I don't think so. I don't think it is him. But something about she's bad and she's worth it, but you gotta be worth it, or some shit like that. I can't. But that's the part that I hear. You gotta be worth it. What does Taurus need to know for July, please? Thank you. It's the main energy of the read. So now we get to more. Now we get to more. 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 How do you like it? How do you like it? Okay. 2 more, please. Now I'm singing to y'all commercials and stuff. Because that's the only reason I know that song is through a commercial. Last 2, please. Thank you. There's 1. 1 more, please. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I love it when they don't make me argue with them on camera. Now I'm busting chops. Alright, so the main energy of the read for the month of July for you, Taurus, is your house. And your house doesn't necessarily mean your physical house. This is like success in all ventures. And if your present condition is unpleasant, the future will be happy and prosperous. It also predicts marriage. So when I say this is your house, this is like your most intimate. The people outside of your home don't know you as well as the people who you live with. That's why they say if you want to get to know somebody before you marry somebody, you should live together, travel together. Those are because those are intimate settings where things that you are able to hide from the rest of the world or shield, like your shit may really stink, like in the literal sense. Or you may not be so clean. You know what I mean? You may come off as clean and polished, but you may not be. Or you may be good at certain things, but not so good at other things. And it's like, you really truly get to know somebody, because that's how it is for everybody. We're all good at certain things and not as good at other things. That's normal. But like, you may get to know somebody and like really get to know somebody when you move in with them. Which is why I say your house, the house, it doesn't necessarily mean your physical house. It's not like, oh, you're moving tomorrow because you hit the lotto. No, it's not like that. But the house is like your immediate environment. And that's also in your mind. This is family, who you grew up with. Childhood, nostalgia. You could have been an only child. You could have 3 children. Your birthday could be in June. It could be June 3rd. It could be in March 6th. Or their birthdays, rather, because you're definitely not a Taurus. Well, I mean, you could be looking at your other placements. But whatever, let's keep going. Something about where there's smoke, there's fire. It seems like somebody wanted to smoke. Somebody wants to smoke. So they started some shit about you. And it's probably like a rumor, but it's definitely a lie or something like that nature. But people believe it because where there's smoke, there's fire. Or somebody could be trying to get you to be like, no, that's not that. And you already know that where there's smoke, there's fire. Your inner knowing, the wisdom that you've acquired throughout your life is going to... it contributes to your success and your future prosperity. It takes you far. It takes you a long way. This is like growing up poor and you know, raising your kids and struggling, not having, you know, some of the things that other people have and things that other parents can do for their kids. You may not have been able to buy your kid a car at 16 or buy them a house or anything like that, you know, and other parents can do that, and they set up college funds and trust funds, and you might not have been like that. You might have grew up in an environment where you were on government assistance, but you learned throughout life how to manage money, how to run a home, how to manage a business, how to be financially responsible, how to be resourceful, how to make a little bit out of, how to take a little bit and make that shit into a whole tree. So like a little branch, and you grew that shit into a whole abundant Christmas tree. Something about how you shine the light on situations. You're highlighting your future. You're not like, your past isn't as bright as your future. Your past isn't as bright as your future, but you're not dwelling on that. You're not dwelling on the past. You're highlighting your future. That's where your aim is directed. For some of you, a childhood friend is looking at you in a different light. Like they're looking at you maybe romantically for the first time. For some of you, you have childhood friends from childhood that I wouldn't really call them friends, but kids that you grew up with in the neighborhood and things of that nature, who really thought like, who really look at you now like, wow, that person really got it together. Like, oh, he or she really did their thing. They might have not thought like you were gonna be stable, successful. For some, you were those people who were told, you keep going like this, you'll be lucky to be alive when you're 18. You're gonna be dead or in jail. Yeah. And this is you, not dead or in jail. Your kids are well behaved, raised right. They got love, nurturing. And these people are looking at you like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. The number 64 could be significant. 1, 2, 3. Gloria Estefan. 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Changing with the times. Something about changing with the times. Some of you are being watched. So if you do dirt, just let you know they're watching you. In your main house, in your main family's house, they're watching your kids, your mama. They're watching, you know, all of it. Not just you. They're tired of watching you. They don't find anything that's significant. You're not giving them anything. This, for some of you, this is people on social media watching you, but they're tired of watching you because you're not giving them anything. This might be somebody who's watching you to like see some information, and you're not posting anything at all. Nonetheless, something about what they want to see. So they're like tired of watching, they're bored. Some of you are tired of looking for houses. You've been house hunting for quite some time. You and your husband. And you're tired of house hunting. And I heard I'm definitely not taking the kids next time. So you might have 2 small children and you took them to look at the house hunting. And you're just like not doing that shit again. You're just not with it. I don't blame you. Got the kids running through your house while you're trying to make a deal, think, negotiate, process. Yeah, no, that's too much. For some of you, you see what you deem to be the perfect house and you're like, you won't give it a rest. You're like relentless. I've been using that word a lot lately. And it's not that I've never used it before, but I've been using it a lot lately. And it's not like I heard it or something that made me start using it. Some of you, you're going to find your first house in fall. By the time you need to turn on by the time hoodie season, I guess hoodie season and chimney season are close. It's hoodie season and then chimney season. I don't know when chimney season is. But if I had to bet, I would say it's after fall. So, which would mean after hoodie season? I don't know. But anyway, that's what I just got. But some of you are going to, you'll find your home and you'll be in there by time winter. By the time you need to put the heat on, you'll be in your own home or a new home. For those of you who are house hunting. And that's what it seems like. It seems like a lot of you are house hunting. And some of you are house hunting not with a husband. Some of you are either widowed or single moms. But you just be on your shit. And you can afford it. And you're like, you know what? I'm not going to be paying somebody else's rent and building up somebody else's property. I'm going to have something stable for me and my kids. Nobody's going to tell me I got to move or nothing like that. You're not going to be able to sell the house. Maybe the place you were living, the apartment you were renting, the owner sold the house and now you have to move. Something about the 11th house or house number 11, maybe apartment number 11. There's somebody who somebody distrustful who lives there. If you have children, you might want to look on the sex offender registry before you buy any house. Look in the neighborhood and the zip code. It's like DCJS, Department of Justice or something. I forget, but the sex offender registry is out there, and anybody, you look up any zip code in any state and you could look up by names. And they tell you what their crime was and all kinds of other information that may or may not be pertinent and relevant for you, depending on, you know, like I said, your children. Some of you are protecting your heart from like romantic love. There's a single mother with 2 kids whose ancestors and angels and spirit guides are sending them a significant amount of money to buy a house because they've been going through it, and it's like false start after false start after false start in terms of stability and structure. 1111. And breaks out to the 2. That would be the 2 of Cups. So if this is a widow, this is her soulmate that passed, that is guiding this in to her. And this is like current, so if it's not here, it will be here. You might have had people looking for you to give you some money that they owed you from the past. Like and it may not have been them. It's like somebody tracks you down and you have lost money, or like some random attorney contacts you. They don't attack you, they contact you, and they're like, hey, such and such, I don't know if you know this person, but this person X, Y, and Z, they passed and I need you to come in. They left you la 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 la. I need you to come in for the will reading or whatever, however that may go. I've never been in that situation, but that was like heavy what I got. And you're looking like, who the fuck is that? It might have been a customer that comes into your store. You might work at a retail store or in the service industry. When you have a customer who just left you some shit and they took a while to track you down because you had moved, they didn't know where to find you. Or there's the person who passed away. You have somebody trying to block your future path, like block you from moving forward. You know the 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, opposites attract. Paula Abdul, opposites attract. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. We come together, cause opposites attract, you know. It ain't fiction, it's a natural fact. We come together for love. Somebody might be trying to stand in your path so you don't leave. Like leave them. Like in a romantic sense. Like wait, no. And this might be somebody who you don't trust, or you don't think you can trust, and that's why you don't want to be with them. And they're like, no, you don't understand. Some of you are attracted to the dog in a person. Like some of you women, it's a dog in him and you're attracted to that. But that kind of lifestyle is going to lead you to a lot of heartache in the future and burning. So they're probably going to give you a couple of curable or uncurables if you go that route. And this person is mad as fuck. They might have already given you an STD and you exposed them and they're like red hot. I heard red hot. Red hot. And I wasn't thinking hot sauce when I said it. They're like red hot. They're like real hot. Like they're pissed off. They're red. I just heard that Do You Love Me song from Dirty Dancing. You broke my heart and I couldn't dance. You didn't even want me around. That was what I just got. And so this person might have ghosted you, might have left, and then, or might have made you feel like you were less than, like they didn't want you around. And now that you have walked away and you're taking the initiative and you're moving on and you're moving, and they're trying to like block your path, like, no, wait, where are you going without me? I thought you were, you know, my person. You don't get to leave without me. And you're like, bitch, after you done fucked my mama? Nah. I hope it wasn't that serious, but you get what I'm saying. Taurus, your birthday could be on the 17th of the month. You could be a Taurus, Gemini, Cusper. Or it can be April 17th, which wouldn't really make you a Taurus, but kind of, sort of, if you like, depends on like timing and placements. You understand what I'm saying? Like we all have all the signs in our zodiac placements, but you may have light eyes, or a person has light eyes. Somebody may have hepatitis. That's separate from the person who has like light eyes, green eyes, hazel eyes. That's separate from that. There's somebody else who has hepatitis. This person could be 49 years old. They could be on their way out. And I don't think that they know it. And if they know it, nobody else knows it. So if you have loved ones who you know be out there, you're drinking and they just be out there, you might want to check on them. If they're in the age range of 47 to 49. Some of you see this happening. You see a person's demise. You see it going downhill. Some of you, it's a person trying to wish bad things on you because they see your blessings and abundance. And this is probably the same person that you don't trust. November 49. This person could have been born in November of 1949. Yes, it could be your mama. Or the person who died could have been born in November of 1949. This house, the house that you find, is everything you ever wanted. Or the house that you build. And I don't mean a physical house that you build. You remember what I said to you. The house is not just a physical place. It's your family. It's that agape love. It's your physical and space. It's your environment. It's the people and things and places. The people and things closest to you. Some of you have a shady side, you know, and you have some shady friends, and you know it. So y'all all do y'all shit. For some of you, you dodged a bullet. Like, seriously, ladies, there's like a lot of you ladies out there between 12 and 34, women out there who have really seriously dodged a bullet. Like, in terms of this person that you were dealing with, that thought was your person, that you're finally looking at in a different, that you like finally took off the rose colored glasses and started looking at, like, oh, y'all really dodged a bullet. You have no idea how lucky you are. Shippy done blew up in your face. Like, literally. Like some gangster movie shit. And you are supposed to be involved. Like, this is like somebody raiding someone's house and you being there. You understand? You dodged that kind of bullet. Something to do with other people's money. August 13th is significant. Somebody might be 34. Somebody's birthday is in December. December 17th is somebody's birthday. December 17th. This house, whatever this is that is at the center of this reading, it turns your, turns, I just heard, it turns my world on. What is that, Through the Years? I don't know if that's the name of the song. It's a really old song, like older than me. Through the years, you never let me down. It turned my world around. Whatever, that might have been the person who left you this money or this house. That, I don't think it was a house. I think it's the money and you're buying the house. But that might have been this person's favorite song. That might have been your grandparents' favorite song. But that there's something about it turns your world around. This home situation, whatever, like I said, the feeling of home, the being of home, the having a home, it turns your world around, it, and it helps you avert. It puts you right back on track and alignment, and it helps you avert the disaster that you were heading toward. Like, you were headed towards like a huge mountain, and now there's like a little path, and it's lightweight. It's not so steep. You understand that it's not so challenging. You'll still face challenges. Nobody is without that, but they're not gonna be as severe. Like, this could be like you facing the consequences. Like, you know, you tell your kids, tell me the truth. Don't let somebody else tell me. And then you get a phone call from childcare or daycare or school and says your kid did X, Y, and Z. And you're looking at your kid like, I picked you up 3 hours ago. You had 3 hours to tell me this. Why the fuck didn't you tell me this? You understand? But if they would have came to you and told you, it would have averted how angry you got with them. So, and again, this is on a grander scale than your children. But it's not as innocent as children. It's something bigger. But this house also helps you make a decision about how you want to move in the past, and I mean in the future, and who you're bringing with you from the past. $12 could be significant. 82. The house number could be 63. You're going to hear about your enemies and some unlucky events, but that doesn't pertain to you. I don't even know why the person who's telling you is going to tell you. It's like, that's information that you're guarded against, like, you're not interested in. So, again, I don't know why the person is telling you this. Maybe this is just God's way of showing you that, hey, remember when you asked me to take care of this? I did. You know? Because vengeance is the Lord. So you might be like me and you might give it to God. Seriously, give it to God. And He might have handled something and you get wind. That He took care of it on your behalf. 172 could be the house number. 1734. Right now you're really emotional. Whatever this is, the home, your core unit, it's got you really emotional. Because you're abundant on your own, you're not worried about whatever this is. This is like having a boyfriend who you don't necessarily trust, but you don't need him for anything. Like, you don't live together. You're not dependent on him. You're stable on your own. So if he goes out and cheats on you, and you just cut him off and that's it. Because you're abundant on your own, you're not stressing this. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you're not investing all your love and your time and your emotions in that, because you see already it's not worth it. Like, to you, it's not worth it. You have 10 over here and this is 1. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're just adding on. You're an additional head. Like, it's cool, but it's not. If you fuck up, I can easily ask you out and I wouldn't miss anything. You might have somebody, that person in your life. If you do have a person in your life who's fucked up in the past or that you don't trust, they are insecure about your future and your future successes. You have people from childhood that are watching you transform. Remember at the beginning I said something about, they said you wouldn't make it, you wouldn't be shit, you'd be locked up, you'd be dead, blah, blah, blah. These same people are watching you and having to eat their words. Some of you want to move because you feel like you're in a fishbowl. Some of you don't feel comfortable at your job. You feel like they always taking shit back to the boss. Like they got it out for you. For some of you, they do. You guys could be 47, 34. 311, you might have to call 311. You might have called 311. You could be a 311 operator. Tell me about this fox down here. Who are these people we are suspicious of? Think we can't trust? Who are these people? Verify the fox, please. People online. It's people that you've ended cycles with. It's people that you've outgrown. It's people that you used to hang out with at nighttime. You know how your night crew and your day crew a lot of times aren't the same? Because sometimes you do fuck shit at night that you don't do during the day. Or you know what I mean? Daytime is like for family and children, and nighttime is when, you know, you go out and get wild. These are like your nighttime crew. People that you moved on from, people that you've had like real conflicts with in the past, or have had conflicts with in the past that you've kind of moved on from, but it's like no bad blood. But you don't trust them. These people don't have a future position in your life. So why are they here? Because of love. Because of your love, riding the wave, guiding you. Because you were meant to teach them to master their emotions. To how to tap into them, how to lead. And you confronted them mentally in ways that nobody else ever has. You've confronted and challenged them in ways that nobody else has, not just mentally. You've forced them to stand on their shit. You've gotten this person angry several times. Tell me more. It's like just when they go with their cup of love and they're ready to express themselves, I don't know if it comes out wrong, or you say something, or they get stopped in their tracks and they just say fuck it and dump out the cup, and they're like, and they get angry and all the love goes out the window. There's the person that when they get mad, they forget that they actually love the person. And so you might say really hurtful things because at that moment you're mad. But you don't understand that some things can't be taken back. That, well, when things are said, they can't be taken back. There's somebody who tells themselves to keep trying, but then they tell themselves that they're not good enough too. It's like the cycle. I'm gonna keep trying, and then when they get to that last moment where they're about to, like, I heard confess their emotions, but I meant like, you know, talk their shit, stand on their shit. They backtrack and they're like, no, I'm not good enough. They feel inferior again. And it's like this is a cycle that this person goes through. So it's not that you can't trust this person. It's that their emotions, you can't trust them because they're not emotionally mature. They're wishy-washy. They can't be honest with you. What is all this success? Because we got the house, the success in all ventures, and right after that we got the star, is success in all enterprises. So it's like all ventures and enterprises, homes and business. What is this success? 62. 6234 could be an address. What is all the success for Taurus, please? What is all this success for Taurus? Thank you. It's the perfect home. It's step by step. Remember, I was telling you 1, 2, 3, doing things in order, step by step. It's do things in order. Don't skip any steps. And this is going to be it. This is that perfect home where two become one. This is two people coming together to put their stuff together to be able to buy this house. There was a block or hold up in this situation. So if this is two people coming together, one of them had a hard time gaining their deposit and gaining their footing, and the other one like might have already had money. They might have come from money. but they wanted to do it together. And the person who doesn't come from money felt like, no, I have to earn my own shit, otherwise, like, it could be like a woman who comes from money and the man is like, he doesn't, but in the same, he's not gonna let her pay for the house, because then he's always gonna feel like it's not his house. So they waited until he was able to put in half, and they went half on the shit. That's why he might have felt inferior. He might have felt like less than. He felt like he wasn't bringing enough to the table. He felt like, damn, this bitch done brought the table and built the table, and she done brought everything to go with it. What the fuck am I bringing? Ashley, what's the snakes? I feel like whenever somebody, because I told you, there's people watching you. So you got people watching you and they see success in your house, success in your business, success in all areas of your life. Of course you're going to have snakes, because they're going to be talking. There's that communication, the messages. Oh, I see you doing good. Oh, da-da-da-da-da. This like maybe you used to, as a dude, you used to, or whatever, you used to sell drugs back in the days. And you know, your childhood friends don't know you now. They don't know what you've been doing the past 30 years. So now they see you got a house, and maybe you got a vehicle, and you got a boat or whatever it is that they see, and they're like, oh, Mr. Big Time Drug Dealer, huh? And it's like, bro, that's not even how I got that. I did 15 years in prison behind those drugs I was selling. You understand what I'm saying? And then came out and built myself something successful. And these people are just judging you based off of how you used to be. And that's why, so they got something to say, because they feel like you shouldn't be in the position that you're in. Maybe they feel jealous and they feel like they should be in the position that you're in. Talk to me about these enemies, though. They're going to be exposed. And they don't know what they're talking about. They're going to be exposed for not knowing what they're talking about. And they're going to... So the things that they say are really going to stick to the... I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. They're going to be exposed to the people that they're talking about you to. You're going to be vindicated. And you're not even going to know that they were doing all this talking shit behind your back. You might find out after the fact. After you already been vindicated years later. Yeah, you know, when the school first hired you, before you got your tenure, this person said you was a drug dealer. So we did a whole investigation on you. Like, and then you find out, like, this was 20, 30 years ago. You know what I mean? It's like that. Alright, I'll go. Well, hold on. I feel like I get you a few of these. Because that's what I just called you Virgo. Alright, Taurus, I'm sorry. Oh, you might be dealing with a Virgo, or the Virgo reading might be significant. Yeah, I did their reading 3 times, and I just got told that that video is demonetized. Not that I care, but I'm just saying, like, it was because the people driving by, they be bumping their shit. Anyway, the best thing ever is God's children. That's right. Keep your faith. You're God's child. Lies exposed, secrets revealed, big reveal card. Read this. Extra, extra. Read all about it. Remember I was telling you? They get exposed and you get vindicated. A day in the life of just consists of work. Like, there's a person who wants you to walk in their shoes because they're miserable with their work and their whatever it is that they're bitter about. Life is better with you. Food. You guys may love food. You might be a foodie, a food junkie. Picture this. Sex outside in the rain. Taurus. Alright. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there, and that's that. Capturing one little moment in time. Photograph. So this photograph is what well, it could be a screenshot, whatever it is. It exposes the lies, it reveals secrets, and it's like, maybe it's in a group message, so it's like the big reveal. Everybody sees it. The whole company email. It gets forwarded to everybody. It's something that gets revealed, and it gets revealed to everybody. So it's explosive. It's an explosive reveal. Alright? Alright, Taurus, that's where I'm at. Thank you for sticking by. Thank you for sticking through for the end. Please like, share, and subscribe. Help the channel grow. If you like any of my paintings, you can go in the description box. I have Etsy shop. I have digital downloads of other landscape images that I painted. And then if you would like a personal reading or a birth chart interpretation, that information is in the description box. And yeah, I don't run around asking people for money or for readings and things like that. So you gotta hit me up. Other than that, it's not happening. So they're a scam. And that's that. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that. They're a scam. Something in there. So somebody might be trying to scam you right at this moment. Like, and it feels like retail. Gas, mechanic, something like that. But anyway, alright, that's where I'm at. Taurus, you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful month, wonderful however. And enjoy this. Enjoy the home energy. And don't let anything outside of that distract you from enjoying what's already yours. Alright? Much love. Till I see you later. Bye.